Ottawa's top doctor is encouraging everyone to be COVID-wise this December as cases of the virus are rising this holiday season. On Thursday morning, Dr. Vera Etches gave a rare Thursday morning press conference where she addressed the growing rate of COVID-19 transmission in the capital. Much of it is coming from the younger population as school outbreaks rise.
What we're seeing is a steep rise in the number of people testing positive, especially among 5 to 11-year-olds. That rate is growing exponentially. And it's also then with more COVID in that age group, it's leading to a large number of outbreaks. So again, in elementary schools, right, where people aren't vaccinated.
With Christmas only 2 weeks away, there are concerns that schools won't reopen following the winter break. It's a scenario that played out at this time last year when a wave of the virus hit Ontario. But Etches says schools should be the first to open and the last to close, a message the province agrees with. For now, they say school closures are off the table, but sources are saying they were considering it. In order to be safe, Etches wants people to reconsider extracurricular activities for their children and maybe to hold off until the younger age group can be fully vaccinated.
Each family is different, and they know extracurricular activities are important for their children. Like this is what we've seen. It's why they're available, because we're prioritizing children's activities. In Ottawa, we don't have a requirement that for children to participate in extracurricular activities, they have to be vaccinated, right? We've tried to make sure there aren't barriers, because these are important activities for children. But they're not the most important activity. School is the most important activity. And so it may be time to pause. And I'm not sure parents have heard this presented this way, that if we have to make a choice, it is important to choose school first.
That is why, with COVID case counts rising, Etches wants all Ottawa residents to rethink gatherings this Christmas. She says people need to weigh out their own risk levels along with other people's vaccination status.
To reduce community risk, I'm urging all individuals to pause and to limit certain activities before, now, and during the holiday season. It's particularly indoor activities where it involves individuals who are not yet fully vaccinated and where masks are not being worn.
Masks and strong ventilation is strongly encouraged if gathering over Christmas, even for those who are fully vaccinated. Etches also notes to consider how large a gathering needs to be. Smaller is always better to keep the risk of transmission low. Health officials are also recommending to keep doors and windows open if possible and to celebrate outdoors whenever you can. It's also important to watch for any symptoms and to not mix with others, even if you have a slight cough or runny nose. The province of Ontario says it's also wise to get tested if you aren't sure, noting they are prepared for a surge in testing.
So as the holiday season continues, I want to remind all of us that our actions make a difference to keep each other safe when we're gathering. And I know it feels like we missed out on a traditional holiday last year. And so this year, it's better. And we're in a dramatically better position thanks to the vaccine. And we must continue to practice safer behaviors, especially when it comes to protecting people around us who are at higher risk and people who are not yet fully vaccinated.
Now, Etches was asked if she would go as far as implementing a Section 22 order, which would enforce the amount of people allowed inside for indoor gatherings this Christmas. But Etches says that's not needed, at least for now, and instead she's leaving it up to Ottawa residents to make the right and safe decisions this holiday season. Charlie C. 92IN News, Ottawa.